Philippines. Judging by the number of ambassadors and members of the diplomatic and consular corps that have joined us today, it seems to me that the nations of the world have come together in unison with the Filipino people to express what we all know in our hearts to be true. We all love the Philippines. I thank and congratulate the visionary chairperson of One Click, Ma'am Michelle Thailand, for this travel expo that provides opportunities for our fellow Filipinos to rediscover their country, as well as to take journeys outside of the country that actually supports our travel tax. So I'm still thankful for that. I congratulate as well the President of the Tourism Congress of the Philippines, One Click's partner, Mr. Bob Zozobrado, and thank all the sponsors that have come together to help our government in its vision of transformation. Our President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. seeks not only to recover what has been lost by the pandemic and various calamities. His vision is the transformation of the Philippines into a tourism powerhouse in Asia. And it is precisely through the work of collaboration and convergence between government and the private sector that we inch our way towards accomplishing that goal. This vision of transformation has also necessitated setting forth objectives under the recently approved National Tourism Development Plan that aims to make travel across the Philippines as convenient and pleasurable as possible. First, investment in infrastructure. I'm pleased to inform you that because of our convergence with the Department of Public Works and Highways, over 158 kilometers of tourism roads have been constructed this year with over, and for 2024, with over 16 billion pesos to be invested in new tourism and continuing tourism roads across our regions. In addition to this, connectivity remains one of the biggest challenges for travel within and into the Philippines, since we have the unique archipelagic nature of requiring air travel into the country unless you take a cruise to the Philippines. That is why we have converged with the Department of Transportation, first, for the improvement of our gateways, recognizing that the first and last impression of our tourists is absolutely essential that it is pleasurable. And that is why we have presented our suggestions to the DOTR, for most of which can be seen in the improvements to NAIA Terminal 2, as far as presenting the work of Filipino hands in improvement in the interiors and amenities and the like, as well as negotiating with our airline travel partners in reinstituting pre-pandemic flights coming into the Philippines, as well as adding new routes into the country and across our island destinations. We view innovation and connectivity to be an essential component for tourism transformation, which is why you can expect that by the end of this year, 94 tourism destinations will have been powered up with better internet connection through our partnership with the DICT. The difficulties and challenges that have been faced by our countrymen and our tourism stakeholders throughout these past 3 years is not lost on us. Me personally, because I come from Cebu, the province which has tourism as one of its main economic drivers. And not only were we devastated by the pandemic, but also by Super Typhoon Odette. It's been a difficult past few years, which is why the drive of the administration has been to ensure that we adjust government policy to open up the Philippines to the world, to travel and tourism once again. This began with our president ensuring that the pandemic policy that had been instituted would be lifted, whether that included masks, requirement for vaccination to come into the country, and the like, as well as to institute an administrative order to expand the number of long weekends into the country. We continue to push for visa policy reforms with our partner government agencies, including the Department of Foreign Affairs, as well as the Bureau of Immigration. And this has resulted in the soft launch of the electronic visa system by the DFA and the DICT, which we hope that they will improve by the end of this year to open up the Philippines to various markets all over the world. In addition to this, we continue to partner with our tourism and travel stakeholders to ensure that we sustain the presence of the Philippines all over the world through our participation in international expos that has garnered over 3 billion pesos in leads for the country. In addition to that, we recognize the strength of domestic tourism as the foundation of Philippine tourism. And that is why we have continued our efforts to promote our local destinations through our North Luzon Travel Fair, our Central Philippines Travel Fair, as well as the Mindanao Travel Expo. There are many other flagship programs that have been established by the Marcos administration to support the work that the tourism stakeholders and the tourism industry has done to build up Philippine tourism. As we mark 50 years of Philippine tourism, with the 50th anniversary of the Department of Tourism, my heart is filled with hope and optimism, knowing that the Philippines has only just begun to reintroduce itself to the world. Not only on the aspect of fun and adventure, but most importantly, on the aspect of its greatest strengths. Our culture, our heritage, our diversity across our regions, and most importantly, the Filipino people. The world travel market has begun to notice our reintroduction into the world. As today, I am very pleased to deliver the good news that today we have managed to breach the 4 million mark in international arrivals into the Philippines. This has inured for our economy over 316 billion pesos. The recovery of the tourism industry was well seen by the end of 2022, with the Philippine Statistics Authority attesting that tourism contributed 6.2% to our GDP and contributed no less than 1.87 trillion pesos in combined visitor for international and domestic receipts. Most importantly, this resulted in the employment of our fellow Filipinos in the number of 5.35 million tourism-related jobs, a remarkable 93% recovery of our 2019 numbers in tourism. Tourism is back, travel is on, and indeed, it is unstoppable. What I can assure our partners in the private sector, in the tourism industry in the Philippines, is that we will try as best we can to match the hard work that you have put in to ensure that this industry continues to strive. And you have the support of the Marcos administration so that together we can ensure that we accomplish the vision of our President to become Asia's tourism powerhouse. Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan. Love the Philippines!